So the pilgrimage party came to Brahmana Puskara. So there is a story behind. I'll briefly explain what it is. In Satya Yuga, a Brahmana named Jivanadasa came here to on his tour of holy places. While resting one night, he heard a divine voice in a dream. Remain here, chanting the holy name of the Lord, and all your cherished desires will come true. So Jivanadasa gave up further travel and made a hut in that place and did bhajana. So there for him, and that Pushkara, so basically the holy place actually appeared to him in his dream, and he said, whatever benefit comes by 100 bathings in all the holy places is attained by just staying one night in Navadvip Dham. So Navadvip Dham is not ordinary. So we have to understand that it's not ordinary. So then also that the holy place, personified holy place said, you will take birth as that time when in the Kali Yuga Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be actually coming, and you will be also able to witness. So in this small incident anyway. So now next one is Kola Dvipa. So that was the third day. So third day of the pilgrimage, the party visited holy sites in Kola Dvipa. So Sri Bhakti Prajnana Kesava Goswami described the glories of this auspicious island. So Kola Dvipa is another name for Varagadeva. Actually, it is tied to Varagadeva. So anyway, in the picture, I think Varagadeva is fine, but Narasimhadeva, I don't know why that picture is there. But anyway, so this island is named after him. When the earth was captured and taken to the lower planetary systems by Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, Varagadeva appeared, and he lifted Prithvi Devi on his tusks and placed her on the surface of the cosmic ocean. Hiranyaksha came to fight with Varagadeva. After killing Hiranyaksha, Varagadeva restored the earth to her proper position. This Kola Dvipa is the place where Varagadeva's tusks actually touched. Remember in the picture, if you see that on the left side picture, so you see that on where the tusk is actually touching, that was just this Kola Dvipa. Anyway, so following that one, of course, we had the Narasimha Avadara. Okay, now I remember why I put that. That was to really kill Hiranyakashipu. But anyway, so Prithvi Devi prayed to Varagadeva for something to really help remember him. So thus petitioned, the Lord dropped some hairs from his neck onto the earth. All these hairs grew as kusha grass. So as you know, kusha grass is very, very famous for doing tapas, and also even for all the temple ceremonies and all the places. Kusha grass has a very, very unique place. So that all grew as kusha grass, and wherever this kusha grass is present will be a place to that is fit for performing yajna. Okay. Anyway, so this Varagadeva is also present in Kola Dvipa. But actually on this Kola Dvipa, there are more things actually happened. Once, in Satya Yuga, a Brahmana named Vasudeva lived in this same Kola Dvipa and worshipped Varagadeva. Pleased by Vasudeva's devotion, Varagadeva appeared before his devotee and told, and he so the Brahmana's name was Vasudeva. So here Varagadeva appeared and then told this devotee, this Navadvip Dham is the concealed Vrindavana and most dear to me. No one place can be compared with Navadvip. residing here bestows the benefit of staying in all other holy places simultaneously. In Kali Yuga, I will come as Gaura Sundara and spread the Sankirtana movement from here. You too will appear in these pastimes of mine and have the fortune of beholding my Leela. So this Golatirupa is a place where actually the very special thing about Golatirupa is here offenses are eradicated. So like the Varaha Deva who has a special smell, that's what it said. He can really find out what is going on. Like the dog has very sensitive in smelling. So this Varaha Deva has a sense of smelling what is the bad thing in any devotee who is really coming there to stay, and he will eradicate all those. So he is very merciful that way. He is eradicating all the anarthas of devotees and make them really pure devotees. So now there are also saved here. He also saved. There are two so-called devotees, but they got popped off and they got wrong ideology. They were called Chapala Gopala and then Devananda Pandita. So they actually offended Srivasa Thakura. So what happened was, this Gopala Chakravarti had contract leprosy because when he restored, basically what happened was Haridas Thakur, our Namacharya, was really telling that just by chanting the name of the name, Harinam, one gets, liberated. But they are Gopala Chakravarti. So he objected. No. Only jnana. Only when someone gets jnana, he will get liberated. Otherwise, it's not possible. So there was a big argument, very big argument, and it went to the extreme. Finally, he really called on Haridas. If what you say is true, if that is true, my nose, let it really be damaged or something, be melted away in leprosy. And if that is not true, then your nose should really drop out. So there was a big challenge. But what happened was, 3 days later, this Gopala Chakravarti got into leprosy, and his nose, fingers, and toes, everything rotted away. When Mahaprabhu came to the place, the Kuriya, after accepting the renounced order of sannyasa, then this same Gopala Chakravarti begged for forgiveness. Mahaprabhu forgave the offender, but told him, unless you really get the forgiveness from who really you offended, how can it really work? So he said, go there, and then get forgiveness from Haridas Thakur. Anyway, so the Chapala Gopala was a corrupt Brahmana who was envious of, this is another one. Again, there are there are several personalities mentioned actually. So what I told was, everything comes Gopala, that's why I am also getting confused. Gopala Chakravarti, what I talked about. Then also there is Chapala Gopala. So he was a corrupt Brahmana. He was so envious of Srivasa Pandita. And what he did was, he really wanted to defame Srivasa Pandita, saying that, no, he is not a real Vaishnava. So what he did was, he really placed abominable items. They really use it for worshipping Kali, just as wine pot, vermilion, and meat. Okay, so he actually put all these things in front of of his house, so that others will think, oh, he's not a Vaishnava, he's all gone down. He's just a Kali worshipper or something. He really wanted to defame. And what happened was, the same Chapala Gopala who really did this to Srivasa Thakura, and he got into leprosy. So then finally he really came, and then he really begged for forgiveness from Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu told him to take shelter and beg for forgiveness from Srivasa Pandita. and then he became engaged in Krishna bhajana. So basically, all these times, as soon as they really ask for forgiveness, their leprosy gone immediately on the spot, and they became all right. So these are all actually the leelas of Varagadev. Varagadev really wanted to really make the devotees in Sutta Vaishnavas. And also there is one more person, Devananda Pandita. He was regarded as one of the authentic person of Bhagavata. So because he used to go and then he used to narrate Srimad Bhagavatam to the audience. And once what happened was Srivasa Pandita also wanted to go, and then he went and then attended his narration. But after hearing the story of Krishna, he got into ecstatic mode. So he exhibited ecstatic symptoms upon hearing this Bhagavatam. So, and this Devananda Prabhu really saw this. Oh, this is going to be disturbance. Why he is really behaving like this? And he really forced him to really get out of the place. He was really, just yelling at him. Why are you doing these kind of things? And then he really told him to really get out of the place. That was a big offense. So hearing this event, Mahaprabhu said, this guy does not understand even a single letter of the Bhagavatam. He is an offender of the Bhakta Bhagavata and Grantha Bhagavata. There are two kinds of Bhagavatas. Grantha Bhagavata is Srimad Bhagavatam, the book, the Grantha. Then also, there is also called Bhakta Bhagavata. Bhakta Bhagavata, so Grantha Bhagavata carries the life history, everything in narration, everything about Krishna. And what is the Bhakta Bhagavata carrying? They carry Krishna himself. Krishna is in their heart. So they are called Bhakta Bhagavata. So these two Bhagavatas, Bhakta Bhagavata and Grantha Bhagavata, these guys does not know anything about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu yelled at. But anyway, later through the mercy of Pundarika Vidyanidhi, because he came to know who is this Pundarika Vidyanidhi. He was actually none other than Vrishabhan Maharaj. Vrishabhan Maharaj, the father of Radharani, Srimati Radharani, he appeared in Gaura Leela as Pundarika Vidyanidhi. He was actually very, very, very rich. He really appeared as very rich. And then, but he was always absorbed in the Leelas of Bhagavan. Anyway, there is a lot of history there also. And in fact, Gadadhar Pandit is none other than Srimati Radharani. Radharani is manifestation only. But anyway, so Gadadhar Pandit accepted Pundarika Vidyanidhi as his guru. There is also some incident about that. But anyway, so Mahaprabhu, actually was really, he was not happy about what happened. But then the Devananda Pandita then realized his mistake. And through the mercy of Pundarika Vidyanidhi, so he really came to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu told him to submit himself to Srivasa and beg for forgiveness. So Srivasa Thakura forgave him and requested Mahaprabhu to even show mercy on Devananda Pandita instead. Mahaprabhu granted mercy to Devananda Pandita, and who became an impeccable devotee. Actually, many cases one can really see in the material life also. One may think that he is really so corrupted, but you have to be very careful. There is only a very fine line between a bad guy and a good guy, a non-devotee and a Vaishnava devotee. There is only fine line. Just like that, by the mercy of some Vaishnava, some high devotee, just in a minute, everything can change, as we have been hearing here. Okay, then another place is Haritala. Okay, then the party proceeded to the Haritala in Kolatvipa. So actually here one Sriman Mahaprabhu and also Nityananda Prabhu came to rest in the garden of Haritala along with a large Sankirtan party. There was one poor lady because he really asked her little son to really call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then come to her home to have prasadam, because it's actually custom that many devotees used to call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to, they basically invite Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and also associates including Nityananda Prabhu to really go and then take prasadam. So when they go in thousands of disciples used to go. That means that's a big festival, big supply that you have to be. You should be preparing a lot. Then Mahaprabhu told the boy, okay, so he comes to know and ask, but I have so many followers with me. You have such a small home. How can you feed everyone? Then the boy said, my mother has a special blessing. The boy answered, she can feed everyone. Mahaprabhu then went with the boy to his home and crouched down to enter into the small hut. Thousands of devotees sat in the garden outside. The boy's mother brought a small pot of yogurt, and sandesha, fresh curd, fruits, and milk and milk sweets, and gave them all just to Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu said, I got thousands of devotees with me. How will they all eat? Oh, then she said, that old lady said, please start and I will bring more. Sriman Mahaprabhu started to give the prasada to all the devotees as he was also bringing. But as much as he was distributing was equally manifesting, more and more. Even after everyone was served, the prasada was not stopping. They all honored prasadam. They all ate joyfully. And then they began to dance and sing in ecstasy. The boy said, oh Mahaprabhu, now please take some rice, dal and sabji also. Mahaprabhu explained, see, I am a Brahmana. I like milk preparations and sweets. I don't need any rice or dal. In my past life, I was a cow herding boy. And your mother daily gave me sweets and fresh sweet yogurt in Nandagrama. Hence I gave her a boon that wherever I appear, she will also present and be able to feed me. So see, that means one can have this motherly affection to Krishna. Don't worry about Yashoda only. You can come, even though you cannot, nobody can replace Yashoda, but the affection that is still open. So if anyone really has that kind of affection, the Lord will arrange such a way that he will include you as part of the Leela. So it's not that all the things are closed. No, there is nothing closed in the spiritual world. Spiritual world is always open, ever open. So then then the mother prayed to Mahaprabhu, please continue to eat. This pot will never be emptied because Prithvi Devi gave this pot to me, and she provides whatever I need, such as wheat, oil, ghee, flowers, fruits, and medicine, everything. So I worship her, and she gives all I require. So that is one place. Then the pilgrims next came to Samudragada. The Samudragada is another same famous place where there was actually his name was Samudra Sena. So there was a king. He was a local king, but he was very powerful though. So he was aspiring to really get a darshan of Lord Sri Krishna. He was in Dwaraka that time. So Lord Sri Krishna, he wanted to get a darshan, but again Lord Krishna was always with the Pandavas and all these so big devotees. And these are all the chota devotees. How will they really get a direct darshan of Krishna? So he was devising a plan, and he was wondering how can I get the darshan of Krishna. So it came to pass that the ceremonial halls. Remember, there was a Rajasuya Yajna that was started on behalf of Yudhishthira Maharaj by the support of Krishna. It was going on. And that halls was coming through his kingdom. Near this place only, Navadvip only. So it was coming there. Then the soldiers followed the horse as it wandered from kingdom to kingdom, giving the rulers the option of paying homage and taxes to the proposed emperor. Because if anyone wants to be emperor, this was the idea. So how do they do it? They, cards will be wandering all over the place, and any local king challenges, they have to fight with the one who really sent the halls. Otherwise, they have to really assume them as their subordinate to the emperor and give taxes. So, but here, when the halls was going there, this Samudra Sena's kingdom, he just caught the halls. He got the halls and tied it. And then they were wondering, all the Pandavas were all supposed to be, they were all just following the halls. They come to know that these halls have been taken by somebody. Oh, who can really challenge this? We the Pandavas, Krishna's beloved bhaktas. So, and Nakula and Sagadeva came first. They were surprised to really see that they have really, this Samudra Sena, Gada means place. Samudra Sena had really taken these halls, and then, so they said, yes, now we have to fight. Yes, I am ready to fight. And they had a fight, and Nakula and Sagadeva were caught. They were defeated actually. Then Yudhishthira sent Bhima to find out who had stopped the halls. Then Samudrasena defeated Bhima also and captured him as well. Not only that, after capturing him, because Bhima likes to eat. Eat. I mean, he's hungry all the time. And he was feeling so much of, delicious, foods. Bhima was so happy there. And same thing as Nakula and Sakadeva. They basically, the reason behind why the Samudrasena wanted to really capture the halls and fight with them was eventually Krishna will come. That was the reason. So, like this, after Bhima, then Yudhishthira came himself. He also came. He was also captured. Then finally, he was captured. Arjuna was sent. Then Yudhishthira came. Both were captured. All the Pandavas, everybody captured now by this Samudra Sena. Finally, Krishna came to settle the situation. Why? Hey, what is happening here? Who is this challenging? And Samudra Sena held the Pandavas captive simply to have darshan of Lord Krishna only. When Krishna came, the king washed his lotus feet and offered arati and bhoga to him. Samudrasena could elaborately serve Krishna in his own abode. No interference, nothing. And therefore he decided that the Lord come there to his palace. If he went to see the Lord in Dwaraka, he would not be able to serve him through his heart's content like this. So then Krishna asked, why did you stop the horse and capture the Pandavas? Then Samudrasena replied, you never give me darshana. I want your darshan. I want to serve you. You don't give mercy to your insignificant devotees like me. I had to capture your bhaktas in order to see you and learn how to serve you directly. You are the Pandavas' dearmost friend. The rest of us, devotees, are like small sparrows in comparison to them and are deprived of your association. Now promise that you will not neglect me or any of your bhaktas, and then I will free the Pandavas and give back the horse. Otherwise, I will have to fight with you as well. That was a big challenge. So the Pandavas are certainly my close friends, Krishna said. But you are also very dear to me. I am pleased with you and grant the boon that whoever remembers this event or offers respects here at this place will be released from Maya and will attain pure love. The king and his family then offered pranama and returned the horse to the Pandavas. Now comes another very important place. Actually, this is a very... anyway, I just put a Samudra Gada as just a Samudra only. There's nothing more than that. But then this is another place, very, very famous. And I mean, my favorite place as well. And of course, for you also. This is Campahati. The Campahati has a big story behind. And I am going to go through that now. Please listen to this very, very carefully. It's a long story too. So, after hearing the story about this Samudrasena, then the pilgrimage proceeded to this Campahati. At the temple of Gaura Gadadhar, see there what you really see inside, the deities are Gaura Gadadhar. It's the same kind of deities that Bhaktivinoda Thakur also worshipped. Remember, I think last class, we are just touching the base of about the residence of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, where he was having the deity of Gaur Gadadhar. Gaur Gadadhar, in a way, is also, there is another realization that you can have is Gauranga Mahaprabhu as Krishna, and then Gaur Gadadhar, then Gadadhar is none other than Radharani only. So there is a lot of hidden feelings there too. Anyway, so here and at this temple, now we will see Gaur Gadadhar. We had a wonderful time because this is connected to this Gita Govindam of Jayadeva Goswami, as you will hear some wonderful stories. Acharya Keshari, that means our Bhakti Pranjana Kesava Goswami Maharaj, described how in Satya Yuga an elderly Brahmana worshipped Radha Govinda at this place with champaka flowers. That is why the name came as Campahati. Eventually, he was granted a vision of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, whose form is the complexion of this champaka flower. Later, this place became famous for being the residence of the renowned divine poet Srila Jayadeva Goswami. So this is the place Jayadeva Goswami lived in his later years, especially in the beginning he was all there, here and there. But then the king arranged to really build a small hut. He wanted only a hut. And that was this place. Now a temple has been installed by the mercy of Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura. So Srila Jayadeva Goswami and his wife Padmavati Devi worshipped Radha Madhava in this Campahati. So Jayadeva Goswami realized all of Krishna's pastimes at this place and composed verse about Radha Krishna's divine romance entitled as Gita Govinda. So this Gita Govinda is Jayadeva Goswami's very special composition, and this is one of the pinnacle of all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who really appeared later, of course, because this Gaura Gadadhara deity was installed later. I will tell you the story. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he appeared, he was really so much of ecstasy in singing this Gita Govinda and also hearing Gita Govinda. And when we went to this temple, there was a South Indian the pujari was talking in our language, of course, Tamil. We were so happy, and he was also in the singing. He was really amazingly good. Because Gita Govindam we cannot really sing in any tune we want. It has to be sung at proper tune that was also set up by Jayadeva Goswami. That is the tune it has to be sung. But in some places they really sing in any tune they really feel like. No, that's not the way it is supposed to be. You have to sing only in that classical tune which was actually mandated by Jayadeva Goswami himself. But anyway, so Jayadeva's relatives, Jayadeva had relatives, his uncle and there are big, those. They were actually gurus and priests in the royal family. So he had a somewhat connection to the royal family anyway. From his youth, Jayadeva Goswami engaged fully in bhajana only. He did not care about reading Vedas or anything, any scriptures or nothing, because he simply jumped into this nectarian bhajana, devotion, spontaneous devotion, pure bhakti. So he avoided mundane interactions with anyone. So he always lived by himself, separately, alone, in a small hut somewhere far away from all these, the common people. So, you may wonder, this is something like Srila Gaurdas, Kishore Das Babaji. He also, he did not want to mingle with any of the materialistic people at all. So even he was even locking himself inside the latrine, public toilet, to avoid these materialist people to really see him, because he knows that they won't come inside there. It was, this is the way pure bhakti can be really achieved. Pure bhakti is not like you really go there and then, break some coconuts or things or do some archanas and, do something and that mantra, this mantra, and then, you ask for wealth and health and filthy rich, everything, this is not bhakti at all. This is bhakti. Anyway, so Jayadeva Goswami's relatives were priests and gurus in the royal family. But Jayadeva Goswami, from his youth itself, he avoided the mundane interaction. Okay. So once Jayadev's uncle declared to King Lakshmana Sena, because Lakshmana Sena and Jayadeva became very, very close friends now in the beginning. Then Lakshmana Sena, actually was the king, later accepted Jayadeva Goswami as his guru. Anyway, so we'll see the history. It's very interesting. Actually, we did the drama of only a portion of his life, where that Krishna himself came to really write the verse that he did not want to really come and write. Shrita Kamala Chanaman. Okay, anyway. No, what is the thing called? There is a particular one. Smaragarala Kandanam. Smaragarala Kandanam. Mama Sirasi Mandanam. Dehi Pada Pallavamudaram. So this was the thing. We'll actually come to that as well. I think so, depending on the time. Anyway, so the king was told by the relative, saying, no, this guy is not good at all. He cannot be a guru. Jayadeva is not fit. He's only doing bhajana and has no knowledge about the Vedas. But the king was surprised to hear this. Why his own family himself is against Jayadeva Goswami? Why isn't Jayadeva, then also king was also wondering why Jayadeva Goswami is not properly studying Vedas and all those. So once he really went to Jayadeva Goswami's home, of course it was a modest hut in the forest. He saw Jayadeva Goswami writing Gita Govinda in Sanskrit, while his wife made an offering to Radha Madhava. The divine couple seemed to be taking directly from here, her hands like simple children. See, when we offer, we put the Naivedyam in a plate and offer. But there, the Padmavati Devi, the wife of Jayadeva, was actually taking in the hands and offering, and then the divine couple used to take just like that, take and then have them. He was shocked to see how closely they are all interacting. So the divine couple, they were directly from her hands, like small children. Jayadeva's home was surrounded by a garden of champaka trees. Padmavati Devi picked flowers from the champaka trees and made garlands for Radha Madhava. Srimati Radharani and her Sakhis also picked these flowers and strung garlands for Krishna. Okay, there another thing also going on there at this place. It's so divine. The gopis also used to appear and pick the flowers and offer, then go. See, these also were happening. The king, anyway, so when he visited that place with his queen, they were so impressed. They realized that while Jayadeva Goswami sang the glories of Radha Krishna, the divine couple themselves appeared there, along with the Brajadevis, all the Sakhis, to relish his poetry. His poetry is that super. So Lakshmana Sena soon announced that he would accept Jayadeva Goswami as his guru. But Jayadev's envious family members told the king, no, he is only a Babaji. He is not qualified to be the guru of anyone. So Lakshmana Sena said in surprise, what are you saying? Jayadeva is directly connected to Bhagavan. I have witnessed now. Krishna lives with Jayadeva and Jayadeva Goswami and eagerly listens to his singing. Yet you say that Jayadeva is foolish and not qualified to be my guru? Lakshmana Sena vowed to accept Jayadeva's and no one else as his guru. Jayadeva's family was furious when they heard that the king had made his decision, not taking them as the gurus. Hearts filled with envy, they hired dacoits to kill Jayadeva. The dacoits went to Jayadeva's house just as Padmavati left to take bath in the Ganga. Look at here, they are even you won't believe it's happening even with this Krishna consciousness movement itself. You see that groups are that much envious. They want to kill others. How can there be devotion at all? They are worse than demons. Anyway, so this time when Padmavati, she went to Ganges, these dacoits really came to really kill Jayadeva. They cut off Jayadeva's arms, both arms. They chopped them, and also the legs, 2 hands and 2 legs. They chopped out. So he was like a lump now. And they buried him somewhere nearby. There is a ditch they really put there near a tree, then put and ran away. When Padmavati returned from bathing, she could not find Jayadeva, her husband, anywhere in the home. So she went out looking for him. While she was gone, the dacoits came and then took the Radha Madhava deities also. By the way, now the Radha Madhava deities are in Jaipur. Not even here. Now here as I mentioned, now only Gaura Gadadhar is there. Anyway, so now the Radha Madhava deities also taken by the dacoits. All arranged, supported by Jayadeva's own relatives. That's why I'm telling you. When you come to Krishna consciousness, your own relatives can be your enemies. You have to be very careful. Anyway, Padmavati lamented, unable to find her husband. When she returned home, she saw that the deities were also gone. She cried in agony, "Oh Radha Madhava, you are not helping me find my husband, and now you also have left me." She went to the Ganga and sat to undergo penance, not knowing what else to do. In the meantime, the king came to Jayadeva's ashram, this place, hoping to accept Jayadeva as his guru that very same day. When he arrived, though, he saw that Jayadeva, Radha Madhava, and Padmavati, everybody disappeared. Nobody was there. Then he thought something is amiss, something is strange. While wandering around the area in search for some sign, he heard the muffled sound of Jayadeva Goswami singing Gita Govinda, even though arms and legs were cut and then put in the ditch. Srita Kamala Kucha Mandala Trita Kundala Kalita Lalita Vanamala Jaya Jayadeva Hare. Oh, who is singing? Where is it coming? This is like Jayadeva Goswami. So he is singing. Look at here. He does not even feel the pain. Oh, you who take shelter at the Supreme Goddess, Srimati Radhika. Oh, you wear fish-shaped earrings and a charming garland of forest flowers. Oh Lord, Hare, all glories to you. Look at the situation here. And what kind of bhakta he is. And in the so-called bhaktas, they come to the temple, and then suppose something happens, some accident happens, they say, he's doing bad for me, I am not going to come to the temple anymore. And they are thinking that they are bhaktas. They are demonic. But look at the real bhakta. His hands were cut off, and the legs were cut off. Now he is singing the glory of Lord. This is devotion. This is what Krishna Bhakti is. Not just like for some Janata people trying to come and then, Krishna, Krishna, I am also Bhakta, they put Kandimala, these and everything, and then making a show and looking for their own fame and their own name, their own money, their own comfort. They are saying that they are the Bhaktas. And if something happens, just slight things as it happens, they shout, I am not coming to the temple anymore. Who is Bhakta? What is the Lakshana of Bhakta? So, but anyway, here the king was searching for the source of the sound, where it is coming from. And he saw Jayadeva's body with no hands and no legs, found in a hole, with his arms and legs cut off. The king fell to his knees in tears, and he summoned his ministers and soldiers to lift Jayadeva out of the ditch. Jayadeva's wicked relatives concocted a story now, because they were the one who arranged the dacoits to come and then chopped his hands and the legs of Jayadeva Goswami, his own relative. And Jayadeva's wicked relatives concocted a story and said that Padmavati had arranged that Jayadeva to be killed. That unchaste woman made a plot to murder him, they said. Padmavati has a loose character and keeps many paramours. When Jayadeva confronted her, she hired dacoits to kill him, punish her for this crime. They were demanding the king. Padmavati was found and brought to the place where her husbands lay mutilated. She fell he just fell on the ground, senseless, in shock and pain. When she awoke, she was accused of organizing this murder. Wailing in grief, she herself took Jayadeva Goswami's body with her own hands and ran to Ganga and said, "Oh Ganga Devi, you are the witness for what happened. You are the witness for I am chaste or honest. If I was ever unfaithful to my husband, then let me die at this very moment. I don't want to live. And if the accusation is false, then let my husband be healed. Let him come back to his original form." She vowed thus, standing in the Ganga and holding Jayadeva's maimed body, Pinda, in her arms. By the touch of Ganga's waters and the strength of her purity, Jayadeva's limbs were miraculously restored. Miraculously restored. Everyone came to know about this incident, and Padmavati was glorified for her chastity. The king accepted Jayadeva as his guru and protected Jayadeva and Padmavati with his personal guards from that time onward. The dacoits were soon caught. Eventually, the king really arranged to really find out who did all this. They were caught. Then the king asked Jayadeva Goswami, "Oh Gurudeva, what kind of punishment do you think that I should give to them?" Look at Jayadeva Goswami, look at the devotee. He said, "Give them a lot of gold and also give some land, some villages for them." The king had to do that because as per his Gurudev's order. And the dacoits were they were just happy, so happy, they rejoiced. They eventually returned the Radha Madhava deities also and went on their way. As the dacoits walked free, Lakshmana Sena's general followed them and asked in confidence. Some spy he sent to find out why, what is happening, why my Gurudev has to really tell that they should be awarded. They asked, why Jayadeva give you wealth and village? Why did he give? Oh, then they made up a story. Oh, you know why? He used to be the leader of our band of robbers. He was the leader. The dacoits replied, now that the king has caught us, he feared that he would reveal this fact and get him also in trouble. He therefore arranged this reward as a bribe to keep us quiet. Of course, now there is no more secret also. They are telling something wrong, totally wrong again. The general came and reported to the king. But the king was not to be fooled like this. He got so angry. He said, there is no need to the villainy of the wicked men, even when rewarded and given the chance to make their living right again. They are really telling all these kinds of nonsense. They have to be punished. And he put an order that all the dacoits should be executed. They were killed. So Jayadeva Goswami and Padmavati continued to reside in Campahati. Once as Jayadeva was composing the verse of Gita Govinda, he saw in his meditation a wonderful event. Srimati Radharani was in mourn, sulky mood. She did not want to see or speak with Krishna. Krishna tried to pacify her anger in many ways, but all his attempts failed. Finally, he bowed his head to her feet and pleaded for forgiveness. Jayadeva Goswami was writing all these incidences. How can I write that Krishna falls at Srimati Radharani's feet, lotus feet? Jayadeva thought, all beings are servants of Krishna and his part and parcels. Srimati Radhika is his potency and the foremost of his devotees. How can I write that Krishna falls at her lotus feet? Perplexed, Jayadeva put down his pen, his writing quill. That time they used to write with the feather of the birds, with ink. So he told Padmavati, I am going to the Ganga. Please cook and offer bhoga to Radha Madhava. And now Sri Krishna himself assuming the form of Jayadeva Goswami and comes to the house. Just as we made a drama of this one. In the drama, just for the purpose, we slightly change the scene, but it is basically the same thing in a nutshell. So just as Padmavati was offering bhoga, then Krishna Jayadeva in his form as Jayadeva came and then told Padmavati, I am back. I forgot to write down that verse. He took the book and completed that verse with the real Jayadeva was afraid of to write that one. Smaragarala kandanam mama shirasi mandanam dehi pada pallavam udaram. Oh my beloved, Cupid's powerful poison is devastating me. Please be merciful to me and place upon my head the cooling, tender petals of your lotus-like feet. Krishna was asking Radharani, and he is writing. He is wrote. So Padmavati then announced that prasadam was ready. Actually, in the drama we did the little different. I don't know which is the correct sequence anyway. So Krishna in the form of Jayadeva replied, good, I am very hungry. And he eats everything completely. And he really goes there and then take rest. When he was taking rest there inside, the real Jayadeva Goswami is coming now. He's coming and then says, so there is, and Padma Devi also already, because all the prasadam, everything's gone. So there is nothing left for Jayadeva Goswami because they are all finished. Now he was asking, I am hungry. Now I want verse. Write that verse. Write the verse in whatever he had decided. I am going to write the verse and all. He really came here. He's coming, but now there's no prasadam. Then Padmavati was puzzled. Where you were here just a few minutes ago? You came and then changed your cloth, then wrote in the book, you accepted prasad and retire. And you are asking me to feed again? You ate already. So it's a drama. I will probably send the link. Our children, Madan Mohini and Damodar Priya, they both really acted amazingly. It has got a very good review also. Anyway, so they did very well. So that is this particular portion. But actually, I want to do the other portion as well about the dacoits, cutting those and everything. So, but that requires a lot of some effort. But I don't have any resource here anymore. Not like the North Carolina as we used to have before. Maybe I can try in Nigeria. Maybe, I don't know. So, but that also needs time. Anyway, so now Jayadeva Goswami asked him, bring the book. And Jayadeva looked at the pages and paused, saying, it was written. That verse which I could not write is here now. So Krishna himself must have come and written it with his own hand. Oh Padmavati, you are so fortunate. You could really have a direct vision of the Lord. I am in singing and writing and writing. I haven't really got a direct vision like you got. Jayadeva fell to the ground weeping in ecstasy. So like that, Radha Madhava performed many sweet pastimes with Jayadeva Goswami and Padmavati. So, but they lived in a very, very, very simple heart only. They even told that king, Lakshmana Sena, you should not come and then you should not offer me any big things. I want only this smallest hut, very simple hut, and also you should not really bring all your big the what you call ministers and these and everything. No. If you come, you really come alone. And I want to be always secluded. Only thing is very simple life and high thinking. So this is the thing. By Vaishnavas, real pure devotee, the singing will be, their living will be simple living, high thinking. But what do we do? Especially Desis in this country, high living, no thinking. This is the problem. Anyway, sometimes later, Jayadeva Goswami prayed to Radha Madhava and received their permission to go to Jagannath Puri. There he observed himself in singing for Jagannath. Padmavati saw that Jagannath had there Padmavati saw first time Jagannath with no hands and no legs. Immediately that struck there. Oh, Jagannatha, he does not have see, look at the arms cut off and legs cut off. Lord Jagannath gave his own hands and his own legs to my husband. For Jagannath had to come all the way from Kshetra Mandala to hear Jayadeva Goswami singing of Gita Govinda. And after Jayadeva was attacked, Jagannatha saved him. Jagannatha is prepared to give everything to his bhaktas. In this Leela, Jagannath showed the world the glory of his devotees, how they have no attachment to their bodies. Even though they were chopped out, still without even worrying about that, still singing that Gita Govindam. This occurrence also indicates that the Lord takes away the material body of his devotees. In fact, not only material bodies, he will make his dear real devotee a beggar. He will be just crying only, "Go Krishna, 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 Krishna," nothing else. Nothing else will come from his mouth. He will not eat all kinds of, so many different kinds of prasadam, one after another. No, devotee, no. That belongs to only Lord. So Lord will make his devotees really pauper and poverty stricken. That is why he says in the Srimad Bhagavatam, if I really want to do any favor to any of my devotee, if I want to do a favor, first of all I will cut off his relation with his relatives and take away all these possessions without having anything, no relation, because relations means how? Because as soon as you really cut out the money, then the relation will not come, because relations are there only for the money and comfort. So the relation will automatically stop. Then not having anything, he will cry only for me. That time I will take him, because I want him to be clean. This is the favor that I do. Anyway, Jagannath told Jayadeva, soon I will also go to Navadvip Dham and I will manifest my Leela as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Will you return to Navadvip to be with me, Jayadeva? Jayadeva replied, yes, Lord, I will also come. That Jagannath appeared in Navadvip as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and Jayadeva Goswami appeared as Tuija Vaninatha. Who is this Tuija Vaninatha? He is the younger brother of Gadadhar Pandit. That Gadadhar Pandit's younger brother, Tuvija Vaninada, was the one who installed this Gaura Gadadhar deity. You understand now? Now the whole story. So by looking at this picture, you should remember all these wonderful leelas that I have just narrated. This is not an ordinary place. When you go to Navadvip, you have to remember all these pastimes when you see this place. This is not an ordinary place. Even now, gopis appear there and they really pluck the champaka flowers and offer to the Lord. So they are all there. Not everybody can, everyone can see this, all the leelas happening. Only those fortunate devotees who do not have any material hankering, no connection with the material world, can see the pastimes. Vanja kalpatarupchecha, kripa sindhupevacha, paditanam pavanepyo, vaishnavepyo, namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,